Los Angeles, California. October 9. Lakers practice facility. The gym is half empty, just a regular weekday practice. Nothing special, nothing historic, except for one thing. There's a new player on the roster. An 18-year-old kid fresh out of high school. Skinny, unproven, drafted 13th overall by Charlotte, then immediately traded to the Lakers for Vlade Divac. His name is Kobe Bryant, and he has no idea that what's about to happen in the next 5 minutes will shape his entire career. We'll teach him the most important lesson he'll ever learn. We'll humble him in a way that nothing else could. We'll show him the difference between confidence and arrogance, between talent and readiness, between potential and reality. The practice is winding down. Shooting drills finished. Defensive rotations complete. Players are catching their breath, grabbing water, getting ready to hit the showers. The veterans, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, Eldon Campbell, are joking around near the baseline. Loose, comfortable. This is their gym, their team. They've been here, they've paid their dues. And then there's Kobe, standing alone at half court, dribbling a basketball, watching the veterans, studying them, not with respect, not with the deference a rookie should show, with something else, something that looks a lot like judgment, like he's measuring them, like he's already decided he's better than them, and is just waiting for the chance to prove it. Eddie Jones notices. Eddie's 25 years old, just finished his second NBA season, averaged 14 points per game, made the all-rookie first team. He's establishing himself, building his career, working his way up, and now there's this high school kid watching him like he owns the place. Eddie walks over to Kobe. "You good, Rook?" Kobe looks at him, doesn't smile, doesn't defer, just looks at him with those eyes that would later become famous. Cold, calculating, unafraid. "Yeah, I'm good," Kobe says. "You got something to say?" Eddie asks. Not hostile, just checking. Because the way Kobe's standing there, the way he's looking at everyone, it's clear he's got something on his mind. And this is the moment where a smart rookie would say, "No sir, just learning from you guys." Where a humble rookie would back down. Where a self-aware rookie would recognize that he's 18 years old and has played exactly 0 NBA games and probably shouldn't be challenging anyone to anything. But Kobe Bryant is not that rookie. "You think you can guard me?" Kobe asks. The gym goes quiet, not silent, but quiet enough. Other players stop what they're doing. Look over. Did that rookie just challenge Eddie Jones? Eddie smiles. Not a friendly smile. An amused smile. The smile of someone who's been challenged by overconfident rookies before and has enjoyed teaching them lessons. "What did you just say?" "I asked if you think you can guard me," Kobe repeats. Calm, confident, completely serious. Eddie looks around at the other veterans. Nick Van Exel is grinning. Eldon Campbell is shaking his head. They all know what's about to happen. They've all seen this before. Young player comes in, thinks he's hot shit. Veteran gives him a reality check. Tale as old as basketball. "You want to go one-on-one?" Eddie asks. "Yeah, right now. But what none of them knew was that this wasn't just about basketball. It was about everything Kobe's father taught him wrong. Eddie looks at the coaching staff. Del Harris, the head coach, is watching from the sideline. He should probably stop this. Should remind Kobe that challenging veterans on your first week isn't smart. Should protect his young player from embarrassment. But Del Harris doesn't stop it, because sometimes the best teacher is experience. Sometimes a young player needs to learn that confidence without ability is just arrogance, and Kobe Bryant clearly needs to learn that lesson. "All right, Rook," Eddie says. "First to 11, 1s and 2s, make it take it. You got the ball first since you're so confident." Kobe takes the ball. The other Lakers players gather around, form a circle. This is entertainment now. This is hazing. This is the NBA welcoming Kobe Bryant the way it welcomes every cocky rookie with a dose of reality. Eddie drops into defensive stance. He's 6'6", 190 pounds, long arms, quick feet, 2 years of NBA experience. He's guarded Michael Jordan, guarded Reggie Miller, guarded the best players in the world, and now he's about to guard an 18-year-old who thinks he belongs in their conversation. Kobe checks the ball. Eddie checks it back. Game on. Kobe starts his move. Jab step right. Eddie doesn't bite. Stays disciplined. Kobe crosses over. Left to right. Eddie slides with him. Stays in front. Good defense. Textbook defense. Kobe tries to drive. Eddie cuts him off. body to body, physical, legal, but firm. Letting Kobe know, this isn't high school, this isn't the McDonald's All-American game, this is the NBA, and in the NBA defense is allowed to touch you. Kobe pulls back, tries again, same result. Eddie's in his chest, crowding him, making everything difficult. Kobe's getting frustrated, he can feel it. He came into this gym, thinking he was ready, thinking his talent would translate immediately, thinking that being able to score on high school players meant he could score on NBA veterans. He's learning differently. Fast. Kobe tries a step-back jumper. Eddie contests. Hand in face. Maximum effort. The shot clangs off the rim. Miss. Eddie's ball. 0-0. Eddie catches the ball. Looks at Kobe. Your defense as good as your offense, Rook. Kobe doesn't respond. Just drops into defensive stance. Ready. Eddie backs him down. Post up. Using his body. His strength. His 190 pounds against Kobe's 175. And Kobe. Skinny 18-year-old Kobe who hasn't filled out yet, who's all arms and legs and potential, gets pushed backward, physically overwhelmed. Eddie turns. Easy hook shot. Bucket. 1-0. The veterans watching are nodding. This is going how they expected. The rookie's getting schooled. Nick Van Exel yells out, "Welcome to the league, young fella." Kobe's jaw tightens. He can feel the humiliation starting, but his pride won't let him quit, won't let him back down. He grew up in Italy watching his dad play professional basketball, grew up in Philadelphia gyms playing against grown men. He's been the youngest player on the court his entire life, and he's always found a way to compete, always found a way to prove himself. But this is different. This isn't competing against high school players or college players or even European pros. This is Eddie Jones, NBA player, real NBA player, and the gap between them is wider than Kobe realized. Eddie backs him down again. Same move. Same result. Hook shot, swish, 2-0. Then 4-0. Kobe can't score. Every drive gets cut off. Every shot gets contested. Eddie's in his mind now, making him think too much, making him rush, making him play scared. And Kobe Bryant has never played scared in his life, never even knew what it felt like, until now. What happened at 5-0 would haunt Kobe for the next 3 years, and fuel something darker. Eddie's ball. He's toying with Kobe now, not trying hard, just demonstrating the gap, showing the rookie what 2 years of NBA experience looks like, what professional-level skill looks like, what real basketball looks like. Eddie does a move Kobe's never seen, a subtle shoulder fake followed by a quick spin. Kobe bites on the fake. Eddie's past him, easy layup, 6-0. Kobe gets the ball back. He's desperate now, pressing, trying to make something happen, anything. He can't get shut out, can't go 11-0. The embarrassment would be too much. The other rookies would hear about it. The whole league would hear about it. Kobe Bryant got beat 11-0 by Eddie Jones in practice. He tries a move he's perfected over thousands of hours. A crossover he's done 1,000,000 times. It's worked on everyone he's ever played against. Eddie reads it, steals the ball, clean, just reaches in and takes it. Transition bucket, 7-0. The gym is completely silent now. This isn't funny anymore. This is uncomfortable. This is a veteran absolutely destroying a teenager. This is a grown man showing a boy the gap between high school stardom and NBA reality. Kobe's breathing hard, not from exhaustion, from emotion, from frustration, from the crushing realization that everything he thought about himself might be wrong, that maybe he's not ready, maybe he's not as good as he thought, maybe the scouts who said he should go to college were right. 8-0. Eddie hits a three-pointer, not because he needs to, because he can, because he wants Kobe to understand, I'm not even trying hard. Another easy bucket, 10-0. Game point. Eddie catches the ball, looks at Kobe. The rookie's face is red, sweat pouring down, hands on his knees, mentally defeated, physically exhausted, emotionally destroyed. You want to quit? Eddie asks, not mocking, genuine question, giving Kobe an out, a way to walk away with some dignity. Kobe shakes his head. No, you sure? Because I'm about to end this, I'm sure. Eddie shrugs, backs Kobe down one more time, same post up, same move he's done the whole game. And Kobe exhausted, frustrated, mentally broken, can't stop it, doesn't have the strength, doesn't have the technique, doesn't have the experience. Eddie turns, hook shot, swish, 11-0, game over. The gym is silent, nobody's laughing now, nobody's smiling. What they just witnessed wasn't entertainment, it was a murder, a complete and total destruction of an 18-year-old's confidence. Kobe stands at center court, doesn't move, doesn't walk away, just stands there, processing, absorbing, feeling something he's never felt before, complete and utter defeat. Eddie walks over to him, puts a hand on his shoulder. You've got talent, Rook, real talent. But talent isn't enough in this league. You just learned that lesson. Question is, what are you going to do about it? Kobe doesn't respond. Can't respond. His throat is tight. His eyes are burning. He will not cry. Will not give them that satisfaction. But God, he wants to. Wants to break down. Wants to scream. Wants to prove that wasn't real. That it was a fluke. That he's better than what just happened. But it was real. And deep down, Kobe knows it. What Kobe did for the next 72 hours would shock the entire Lakers organization. Kobe walks to the locker room. Doesn't shower with the team. Doesn't talk to anyone. Just grabs his bag and leaves. Gets in his car. Sits in the parking lot for 20 minutes. Staring at the steering wheel. Replaying every possession. Every miss. Every time Eddie got past him. Every moment of failure. Then he drives home. His small apartment in Pacific Palisades. Pulls out a notebook. And writes down everything. Every move Eddie did. Every mistake Kobe made. Every moment where the gap was obvious. Pages and pages of analysis. Of self-criticism. Of truth. At 2 a.m., he's still writing. At 4 a.m., he's in the gym. Not the Lakers facility. A 24-hour gym in Santa Monica. Working on the moves that didn't work. Practicing the defense that got beaten. Over and over. Shooting until his hands bleed. Running until his legs give out. Punishing himself. Reshaping himself. He does this for 3 days straight. Doesn't go to practice. Doesn't call the team. Just works. Alone, in private. Where nobody can see him. Where nobody can judge him. Where failure doesn't have an audience. Del Harris calls him on day 3. Kobe, where are you? You missed 3 practices. I'm working. Kobe says, working on what? Everything. You need to come to practice. I will, when I'm ready. Ready for what? To beat Eddie Jones. There's silence on the phone. Then Del Harris says something that surprises Kobe. Good. See you tomorrow. Kobe shows up to practice on day 4. Different. Quieter. Humbler. But not broken. Not defeated. Changed. The cockiness is gone. Replaced with something else. Something harder. Something colder. Purpose. Eddie sees him walk in. Where you been, Rook? Working. On what? You'll see. Practice starts. Drills. Scrimmages. Not trying to prove anything. Just playing. Learning. Watching. Absorbing. Every time Eddie does something, Kobe studies it. Files it away. Learns from it. The veterans notice. This isn't the same kid who challenged Eddie 4 days ago. This kid is serious. Focused. Dangerous. After practice, Kobe approaches Eddie. Can we go again? Eddie looks at him. You want another 11-0? I want to see if I learned anything. What happened in the rematch would make Eddie Jones rethink everything about Kobe Bryant. They play again. Same setup. Same rules. First to 11. This time it's different. Kobe doesn't try fancy moves. Doesn't force shots. Just plays smart. Patient. Using what he learned. When Eddie backs him down, Kobe fronts him. Makes it harder. When Eddie tries the shoulder fake, Kobe doesn't bite. Stays disciplined. Kobe scores. First bucket. 1-0. Eddie responds. 1-1. Back and forth. 3-3. Then 5-5. Then 7-7. The gym is watching again. But this time, it's not a murder. It's a game. A real game. Kobe's competing. Holding his own. Not winning. Eddie's still better. Still more experienced. But competing. The final score. Eddie wins 11-8. But that 11-8 might as well be a victory for Kobe. Because 4 days ago, he lost 11-0. And now, after 72 hours of work, he pushed Eddie Jones to 11-8. After the game, Eddie looks at Kobe differently. You're going to be something special, Rook. Most guys would have quit after what I did to you. Would have blamed me. Called me a bully. Made excuses. You went and fixed yourself. That's rare. Kobe doesn't smile. Doesn't celebrate. Just nods. I've got a long way to go. Yeah, you do. But you'll get there. And when you do, you're going to be scary. But the real lesson wasn't about basketball. It was what Kobe's father told him that night. That evening, Kobe calls his father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, former NBA player, the man who taught Kobe everything about basketball, the man whose expectations shaped Kobe's entire childhood. How's it going? Joe asks. I got destroyed in practice. 11-0. There's silence on the phone. Kobe expects his father to be disappointed, to be angry, to tell him he should have been better, should have trained harder, should have been ready. But instead, Joe says something that surprises him. Good. What? I said good. You needed that. You've been the best player on every team you've ever been on. You've never failed. You've never been humbled. You've never had to face the reality that there are people better than you. And that's dangerous. That makes you arrogant. And arrogant players don't improve. They plateau. Kobe listens. The best thing that could have happened to you is getting destroyed by Eddie Jones. Because now you know. Now you understand.
The NBA isn't high school. Talent isn't enough. You have to work harder than everyone else, every single day, for the next 20 years, and even then you might not be the best. But if you work, if you're humble, if you learn from every failure, you'll be great. That 11-0 loss, that's the beginning of your greatness, not the end of it. Those words change everything for Kobe. Reframe the entire experience. The loss isn't a failure. It's information. It's education. It's the starting point. From that day forward, Kobe Bryant approaches basketball differently. Not with arrogance, with obsession, not with confidence, with insecurity. The insecurity of knowing there's always someone better, always something to improve, always a gap to close. 3 years later, the rematch nobody expected would prove how far Kobe had come. Fast forward 3 years. 1999, Lakers practice. Kobe's 21 years old now, third-year player, averaging 19 points per game, starting shooting guard, rising star. Eddie Jones is still on the team, still a veteran, still respected, but the dynamic has shifted. Kobe isn't the skinny rookie anymore. He's filled out, stronger, faster, more experienced, and most importantly, obsessed. One day after practice, Eddie approaches Kobe. "You remember that first day, when I beat you 11-0? 3 years of being humble, learning, growing, all leading to this moment. Yeah, I want a rematch." They play. Same rules, 1st to 11. This time there's no trash talk, no jokes from the other players. Everyone in the gym knows this is different. This is Kobe Bryant 3 years later. This is the player who's been working harder than anyone on the team, who shows up before everyone and leaves after everyone, who watches more film than the coaches, who's turned that 11-0 loss into fuel for an obsession. The game starts. Kobe scores, 1-0. Eddie responds, 1-1. But this time Kobe's different. He's not just competing, he's dominating. Every move Eddie does, Kobe's seen it, studied it, prepared for it. When Eddie backs him down, Kobe's stronger now, doesn't get pushed around. When Eddie tries his signature moves, Kobe counters. He's been watching Eddie for 3 years, learning, adapting. The score climbs, 5-2 Kobe, then 8. Eddie's trying now, really trying, not toying with Kobe, not teaching lessons, fighting, because he can feel it. The student has become the teacher, the rookie has become the killer. Game point, 10-6, Kobe's ball. Kobe looks at Eddie. "You taught me everything I needed to know about basketball that day. You showed me I wasn't ready. You were right, I wasn't, but I am now." He drives. Eddie tries to cut him off. Kobe spins. Same move Eddie did 3 years ago. The move that started this whole journey, but better, faster, more refined. Bucket, 11-6. The gym erupts. Players yelling, celebrating. They just watched the completion of a 3-year arc. The humbled rookie just beat the veteran who destroyed him. The circle is complete, but what Eddie said after the game would reveal the real reason he destroyed Kobe that first day. After the game, Eddie pulls Kobe aside, away from the other players. Private conversation. "You know why I did that to you?" Eddie asks. "Did what?" "Why I beat you 11-2. Why I destroyed you in front of everyone." Kobe shrugs. "Hazing. Veteran putting the rookie in his place." Eddie shakes his head. "No, I did it because I saw something in you that first week. Something dangerous." "What?" "Talent without humility. You had all the skill in the world, but you thought it was enough. Thought you could walk into the NBA and dominate immediately. And if I let you keep thinking that, you would have plateaued. Would have been good. Maybe very good, but never great." Eddie continues. "So I broke you, purposely. Destroyed your confidence, made you doubt everything about yourself. Because I knew that you were the type of person who would respond to failure by working harder, who would turn humiliation into fuel, who would take that 11-0 loss and use it to become obsessed." Kobe stares at him, understanding dawning. "I didn't do it to embarrass you. I did it to make you. Because the league needs players like you. Players who care, who work, who refuse to accept being second best. And you can't create that player by coddling them. You create that player by showing them they're not ready, and then watching them do the work to become ready." Eddie puts his hand on Kobe's shoulder. "You just beat me 11-6. 3 years ago, I beat you 11-0. You know what that means? What? It means you're ready. It means everything you've done for 3 years. The 4 a.m. workouts, the film study, the obsession. It worked. You're not the rookie I destroyed anymore. You're the player I knew you could become." Years later, Kobe would do the same thing to someone else, and the cycle would continue. Fast forward to 2007. Lakers practice. There's a new rookie on the team. 19 years old, first-round pick, confident, cocky, thinks he's ready for the NBA. His name doesn't matter. What matters is Kobe sees himself in this kid, sees the same arrogance, the same misplaced confidence, the same belief that high school success equals NBA readiness. After practice, Kobe approaches the rookie. "You think you're ready for the league? The kid nods. Yeah, I'm ready. You think you can guard me? I can try. Kobe smiles. Not friendly. The same smile Eddie Jones had 11 years ago. Let's find out. First to 11. Right now, the other Lakers players gather around. They know what's about to happen. They've seen Kobe do this before. To every cocky rookie. Every overconfident young player. This is how Kobe teaches. This is how he passes on the lesson Eddie taught him. They play. Kobe destroys him. 11R. The rookie stands at center court. Humiliated. Broken. Exactly like Kobe was 11 years ago. Kobe walks over. Puts his hand on the kid's shoulder. Says the same thing Eddie said to him. You've got talent. Real talent. But talent isn't enough in this league. You just learned that lesson. Question is, what are you going to do about it? The rookie doesn't answer. Can't answer. Too shocked. Too hurt. 3 days later, the rookie shows up to practice at 5 a.m. Before anyone else, finds Kobe already in the gym. Working. Sweating. Obsessing. The rookie asks, can you teach me? Kobe looks at him. Sees the humility. Sees the hunger. Sees the same look he had in his own eyes. 11 years ago, after Eddie destroyed him. Yeah, I can teach you. But it's going to hurt. It's going to be harder than anything you've ever done. And you're going to want to quit 1,000 times. You ready for that? The rookie nods. I'm ready. Good. Because the lesson I'm about to teach you is the same lesson Eddie Jones taught me. The same lesson every great player learns eventually. Talent gets you in the door, but work keeps you in the room. And if you want to be great, really great, you have to be willing to do the work nobody else is willing to do. They start working. 5 a.m. sessions. Every day. Film study. Skill work. Mental conditioning. The rookie is learning what Kobe learned. What Eddie taught him. What every great player eventually understands. Failure is the first step to greatness. When Kobe retires in 2016, Eddie Jones sends him a letter. Handwritten. Personal. It says, Kobe, I've been watching your career for 20 years. Watched you become one of the greatest to ever play. Watched you win 5 championships. Watched you dominate the league. And I've never told you this, but I'm proud of you. Not because you're great, but because you took the lesson I tried to teach you and ran with it. That 11 of game in 1996. That was the best thing I ever did for you. Because it showed you what you weren't. And then you spent 20 years becoming what you could be. That's rare. Most players can't handle that kind of humiliation. They quit. They make excuses. They blame the veteran who destroyed them. You didn't. You worked. And that's why you're Kobe Bryant. So thank you. For proving that my faith in you wasn't misplaced. For showing the world what happens when talent meets obsession. For passing the lesson on to the next generation. You're not just a great player. You're a great teacher. Just like I tried to be for you. Who is Eddie? Kobe reads the letter. Folds it carefully. Puts it in a frame next to his 5 championship trophies. Because that 11-0 loss in 1996, that meant more than any of the wins. That was the beginning. That was the moment Kobe Bryant learned the most important lesson of his career. You're not born great. You're broken into greatness. And every person who watched him work for 20 years saw the proof. The question for you. Who destroyed you? Who humbled you? Who showed you that you weren't ready? And more importantly, what did you do about it? Because the difference between good and great isn't talent. It's how you respond when someone proves you're not as good as you thought you were. Kobe Bryant got destroyed 11-0 by Eddie Jones in 1996. 3 years later, he beat Eddie 11-0. 20 years later, he retired as one of the 5 best players in NBA history. That's the lesson. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning. What are you going to do with yours?